While Georgie and Mandy's first marriage appeared to be copying one element of young Sheldon's success early on, the spin-off's latest episode proved that this was not quite a fair assessment. As the title of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage proves, the series is more than a mere continuation of young Sheldon's story. Young Sheldon's finale wrapped up Sheldon's recollections of his childhood by flashing forward to his later life and updating viewers on the Big Bang Theory and hero's future. As such, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage could move on from Sheldon and focus on his older brother, Georgie. The Big Bang Theory Season 11, Episode 23, The Sibling Realignment, revealed that Georgie was divorced in a throwaway line of dialogue, and this ended up providing Georgie and Mandy's first marriage with its central premise. As the title implies, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is set to answer the mystery of why the seemingly happy marriage between Georgie and his wife Mandy ended. This was never mentioned before the Big Bang Theory's finale, so the show has plenty of opportunities to explore various causes of the relationship's failure. However, the series still borrows from its predecessor. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage proved Connor and Sheldon are different. Mandy's brother feared he was a disappointment to his parents. Although Georgie and Mandy's first marriage focuses primarily on its titular couple, the spin-off has still brought back most of young Sheldon's surviving main cast. Missy, Mima, Mary, and Dale all appear in the first few episodes, and Georgie and Mandy's first marriage also received criticism for the familiar characterization of Mandy's eccentric brother Connor. This awkward, socially graceless supporting character seemed to be a copy of Sheldon thanks to his obscure interests, condescending tone, and impolite refusal to partake in family activities. Fortunately, the events of Episode 7, An Old Mustang, proved Connor was more than a mere Sheldon clone. While Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's big breakup remains the show's central focus, clarifying the differences between Sheldon and Connor is still a valuable pursuit. As revealed in the episode, Connor is secretly seeking the approval of his parents in a way Sheldon never was. Parental approval was something that young Sheldon's hero rarely worried about since his child prodigy status always made him special. While Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's big breakup remains the show's central focus, clarifying the differences between Sheldon and Connor is still a valuable pursuit for the spin-off. It would be easy to assume that Mandy's brother and Georgie's brother are almost identical since both bemused their fathers and are adored by their mothers, but there is a vital distinction. Connor and Georgie's bonding made young Sheldon's story better. Georgie learned from his years supporting Sheldon. In An Old Mustang, both Connor and his father Jim turned to Georgie for counsel on dealing with each other. Connor told Georgie that he felt like his father viewed him as a failure since he didn't have a job, saying that everything he did only angered Jim. Sheldon rarely struggled with this type of insecurity, with most of his problems stemming from a lack of social peers his own age. Although Sheldon had his struggles, his parents were often surprisingly supportive. This was what made young Sheldon's cheating storyline so sad, since Sheldon looked up to his father before the event. While the plot of An Old Mustang clarified the differences between Connor and Sheldon, the episode also fleshed out Georgie's character. Georgie telling Connor that he should follow his dreams and trust that his parents believed in him was good advice, and it was further evidence that Georgie was a good addition to Mandy's family. This makes the cause of the breakup central to Georgie and Mandy's first marriage all the more difficult to discern, and it proves that Georgie learned to empathize with outcasts thanks to his years growing up with Sheldon. The Big Bang Theory made Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's Connor subplot sad. Georgie never offered Sheldon the same support. Unfortunately, Georgie couldn't display the same patience that he offered Mandy's brother with Sheldon. While the Big Bang Theory's Missy story was sad, the original show's introduction of Georgie was heartbreaking. The series revealed that Sheldon had barely spoken to his older brother in decades, since the pair both blamed each other for failing to take care of their mother after their father died. Sheldon saw Georgie as distant and selfish, while Georgie felt Sheldon should have come home more often from college in the aftermath of the loss.